gosh, this is real. This is the real of Within by Jen. As I close my eyes, it literally looks like there is a mantle and an awning, and it looks like a book sitting in front of me. The book of life is what message fully received. Whoa, I was not expecting that. Hey, my loves. So when Spirit says move, you listen. So here I am. I have an electric toothbrush. And so I went back today and I could hear this like vibrating buzz, which for me personally, I was like, we are buzzing. Like I feel it. The last couple of weeks really has just been like, which also, if you are highly sensitive and you are highly sensitive to feeling, that is not a bad thing. It just is what it is. I get you. I see you. You might be feeling what is going on. There's nothing to be worried about. There are beautiful gamma rays of a higher light, higher resonance coming in. When they come in, the stuck must go. And that's what you're feeling. So I've really been experiencing a lot of just recalling old memories that I'm like, yep, done with that, let it go. Yep, done with that, let it go. And so if you're experiencing dreams or memories surface that you thought you had done the healing work on and you haven't revisited, please take the opportunity to revisit. If you can see the dream and see the memory or recall the dream or memory and it doesn't plague you or hurt you, it kind of passes through you like an awareness. Breathe it away. I'm done. I release. I set you free. And so it happened 3 times this morning. I went back. I finally found it because I could pinpoint where it is. I was like, what is happening? What's happening in the pipes? And so I found the toothbrush. I turned it off. And then I had to go back in because I needed a different ponytail for my hair. And it was on again. And so I'm like, okay, there's something here. There's a message. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. And so another point I would like to bring out is be mindful of the things that catch you off guard, but also the things that get your attention most of the time. 99.9999% of the time, that is the way that Spirit, God, when we say Father, Son, Holy Spirit, moves. And so if we can pay attention to those nudges, those guidances, what does this mean for me? Ask and it is given. All you have to do is bring awareness to what it is. If you see something, and it could just be a bird flying by, it could just be a memory that you go, wow, that one caught me off guard. That one pulled on my heartstring a little bit. That brought me joy. That brought me excitement. That just seems out of the ordinary. It caught my attention because it looks like it doesn't belong, or in this situation, my toothbrush is vibrating. And so then I went back in the 3rd time. I had to get my earbuds and it was going off again. And so I'm like, okay, Spirit's moving. Let's record a video. So thank you for being here. It's an honor. I'm Jennifer Rene. This is Within by Jen, and it's within you. It always has been. We are honoring each other on this playing field, knowing that each and every person, each and every soul is the page of the book of life. And when I see you in your glory and I see you in your radiance and I can see you in your pain versus seeing anybody in the wrongdoing or seeing them in another darker playing field, it changes everything. And so seeing through their anger, through their resentment, through their rage, through their whatever it is they may be displaying for you, you see them in their innocence and in their in love with your eyes, when you see them in love, it changes everything. It changes your response. It changes their response. It changes the playing field. So, as I close my eyes, it literally looks like there is a mantle and an awning, and it looks like a book sitting in front of me. The book of life is what a message fully received. Whoa, I was not expecting that. This is true for all of us. This is true for each and every soul. That your name is written in the book of life. It always has been. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we've done, because we know that it's all forgiven. It's just about forgiving ourselves and then moving on and choosing over and over again new life experiences, new. I had sent Kelly a video this morning. I've not seen her before. And she was talking about everything new that she's tried. She likes to try different things every 2 years. And if I can go find her again, I know I liked it, so it should be able to allow me to recall my liked videos. I'll tag her. And I sent it to Kelly just as a different viewpoint of kind of what I've been going through. But when you're in the thick of it and you don't understand that you're trying life again, you're just like, I'm following inspiration and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing and where it's taking me, but I'm following life. I'm following the path of life in truth and in honesty and in transparency. And he messaged me back, you too can do that. And I think a lot of people don't realize, because we don't know how to put it in words when we're in it, when you're in the thick of it and you're just trying to get out alive, to breathe life again and to be the life-giving energy, you don't see that that's what you're doing. It's literally like blind faith and just following this path when everybody thinks you're losing your mind. Everybody thinks you're going crazy, or so we think, who knows? And you just keep going and you keep going. And we had gone to visitation and funeral this last weekend, and the sermon was about David and Goliath, and how when God calls you home, you listen, you hear the calling. And the beauty of it is that there is free will, but then if you honor the calling and you listen diligently and you do the work, then it will always and in all ways guide you to your dream come true, which is you. You are the dream coming back to life. I am here, and I am a true testament. I am a true testament of faith and love and undying hope. Even when you don't know, but you don't know. You're like, I don't know why I'm doing, but I have this like assuredness inside me that is the guiding force, and I'm just getting out of the way. This is real. This is the real of Within by Jen. And it's heavenly. It's absolutely beautiful. But I told Kelly, I was like, that is what I've been doing. is to experience life again and experience as a newborn child. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try something I'm not good at. I'm going to try something that I told myself I was awful at. I'm going to try it because I've always wanted to try it. You know what I'm talking about. I always wanted to have a garden as a little girl. And I always loved seeing, and this is like, I tell people it's kind of my wise woman dream was to be able to sip my cup of tea, and I've mentioned this in another video, but sip my cup of tea while I'm watering my gardens, and my gardens, because there's several gardens, and I could hear the birds chirping, and the dragonflies are all around, and the hummingbirds are eating in my hummingbird feeders, and they're flying around, and you can hear their sweet song. And it's just beautiful. But gardening was one, artistry was one, writing was one. And this is going to be funny for some of you guys, is a sweet girlfriend of mine. And if you're watching this, I love you so very much. And you and our friendship has meant the world to me. But she turned me on to Sex and the City. And so years ago, I got into that, and I loved Sarah Jessica Parker's character, that she could go home and write her truth and all the questions that she had about the experience that life had presented her. And her truth was just asking the questions and contemplating the bigger meaning of life, and contemplating the truth, the reality, the love, the compassion, the storyline. And I loved that. And it was kind of in the back of my mind. And I never really thought about it more than that. And then, and I've shared this with you all also, where there was one time where I was doing the dishes, and this was the first time my first writing came through. And it is, if I can recall it, it came to me like a song. You're strong, no, you are never alone. These sticks and stones are, let's see, I gotta remember it. Actually, let me just get the book. Hold on. Okay, we got it. So this one is Remember Me, The Soul's Journey. And I am definitely remembering. I am the remembrance. So are you. Don't think there's any separation, because we are one. We are united, and there is no separation from the presence within. That peace and that presence, that gift of life is all of us. It's each and every one of us. And a kind gentleman, I gave him one of these yesterday. He was talking about he has beautiful messages come through. And I said, well, have you written any of them down? No, I'm still doing this. I'm still doing that. I need to get a journal. And I was like, here, this is my gift. And I said, I purposely left a blank page after each one so that you can write what it makes you feel. You can write your truth. You can write any passages, any scripture, any messages that come through. And so he said, thank you very much. I had a margarita and a beer while I was working, and he paid for my drinks. And that was not the purpose of it. My purpose was to help him along his journey, like we all do. And so I'll read you this. And so if you can think about this in song, da 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 da. And so I remember running outside being like, am I a songwriter now? What is this? Am I a poem writer now? And this was kind of like the first truth of opening, and I never stopped. So I will never leave your side. I promise I will always be your guide through hard times. You can hold your head high. Don't let fear and worry overtake you. The masks don't own you. They just shape you. You're strong. No, you are never alone. Next time you're down, lift your head up. Look for the blessings. They always fill your cup. You can do anything that you want to do. It's time to pull those shadows to the light. Believe in yourself. Don't quit the fight. This life has prepared you to fly. You are everything you've ever been through. The light and the dark, it's all part of you. The gift, it was always you. It was you and me. It was us. It was we. And so I Why did that? Oh, because that's how it started for me, trying new things. And as it emerged, as I emerged, the truth, me, the life giving, loving emerged, I began to create the life of my dreams. And I just never doubted it. There were times where it was hard and it was a struggle, because the struggle was my self-doubt. The struggle was my lack of confidence. The struggle was, what if people don't understand what this means? I remember very, very hesitantly, I was shoved to get these printed. There is a page missing. I've had to go back and add a page. There are grammatical, is that grammar errors? There are, some of it isn't even, this part right here. You are everything you've ever been through, but through is on the next line. The light and dark, it's all part of you. But it's like some of it doesn't even, it wouldn't be the way that my ego mind would have planned, but I heard very loud and clear, get them printed. So I had to rush, get them printed for a lot more money to get them delivered by the time that I had my Withinbyjen launch party. And I bought 100 copies, and there was no looking back. What's done was done. And when they delivered it and the page was missing, I thought, okay, well, I still have to get them out there. So I went and printed extra pages with the same feel, and I just glued them right on in, because I wasn't going to let it stop me. I just knew that I had to get it out. And so a beautiful message is that don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You are beautiful, and the gifts that you hold and the messages and the experiences of life that you have and that you hold will change somebody's life. It will make an impact in their life, because they will see a light in you. They will see your strength. They will see your undying bravery. They will see your love. They'll see your compassion. It's just by sharing that truth. And so here I am, I guess as vulnerable can be, because when you cry, you cry. We were watching a video the other day, and it was about storms and the hurricanes in Florida, and how one of the news reporters got choked up on camera, and she apologized for it, and how quickly we are all, and I don't even know if I said I'm sorry in this. I know my emotions are real and raw, and they are truthful. And that's how we make the biggest impact, is when we can just be like, wow, that one got me. That one felt beautiful, because it's a sweet release. It's a sweet release. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure about how we're going to bring this back full circle. You, me, we are on this equal playing field together, and your story will uplift and inspire so many. And it was always my dream to inspire and uplift as many people as I can. No matter what your truth is, no matter what you've been through, we're all deserving of love, and we're all worthy of unconditional and unselfish love. And the biggest thing and the gift that we can give to one another is being intimate, being vulnerable with one another. And the connection that you build in those moments lasts forever. And it's like the true web of life, because when you connect with somebody and then you go off and you have a web of life, you have that golden thread that connects with somebody else, and then it connects and connects and it connects and it connects all over the place. If you can see the vision of what I'm trying to create, that is what we do for one another. So you are in the book of life. You are. And doesn't matter what you've done, you can let it go, let go. I mean, a lot of people, that goes into another video. I'll post another video on letting it go. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. Anyway, this is me. This is me. And thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Listening to the nudges. But I'll go back into this to bring this full circle. When I said the light and the dark, it's all part of you. I mean that because the dark, so the light is out here, okay? And the dark is in here. The vast space of emotional consciousness, this playing field that's in us. So I'm talking about the unspoken truth that you hold inside that you don't want to tell anybody. I'm talking about the unspoken thoughts that run through your mind, the voices in your mind. I'm talking about when something happens and it hurts you to your toes, but you put on a brave face and you act like everything's fine. And I understand in a situation, maybe you don't allow yourself to be truthful and vulnerable, but if you make not right now, never, you're only hurting yourself. And you bottle that emotion up, and ultimately that emotion is going to spill out of you. And it's that beautiful waterfall of spillage that we need to be mindful and aware of, because you don't want to put yourself, as the rain falls, it goes back up and it comes down again. You are the water of life. You are the living water. We are. And when you spill out, if you're mindful that you're spilling out love and compassion and honesty and truth, that is what comes back to you. And I've even had to go into my truth of, I want to speak these words out, but I want them in a protective space to where I'm not speaking the creation into existence, but I am speaking my truth as if I'm putting it all in a bubble. And if you can think of Iron Man, where he throws everything up on the screen. So if you can do that for yourself and you throw everything up on the screen and you can see the playing field of, ooh, this emotion and that emotion, and that's what that's tied to, that's connected down there, and you just see it, okay, then you got something to work with, because it's your truth. You can always work with your truth. And the darkness is just the pain, the guilt, the shame, the fear, the worry, the judgment, the hate, the separation. If you are watching this now and you still believe that you are better than anyone else walking in this playing field, or above or below, you got some work to do, okay? Because we are all equal. I don't care where you're from. I don't care where you live. I don't care how you look. I don't care how you dress. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what side of the street you think you live on, because right here, right in the center, everyone matters. Everyone and everything matters, because it was created for a purpose. And when we can remember that, we change the world. And if you're listening to this and you are with me, you know what I'm talking about. And if I triggered you by saying that, maybe just take a moment to go within and say, why am I holding a story that any one person is more important than another? Okay, that is just it. And if you can recall that memory, there's probably some anger, there's probably some frustration. I can think of several stories from friends, one of mine in particular, where I went blank, space. And you know what you need to do. You listen and you know what you need to do. That's the beauty of when it goes blank, just sit in silence and honor that space. Honor that space. You'll get the answers. But we have been taught separation. We have been taught judgment. We have been taught hate. We have been taught, a lot of things that don't serve us. And if you can think about how those things make you feel, it's exhausting and it wears on you and it eats away at your soul, because our soul was designed to love and be loved. And so my little plant is wiggling over there, bringing life back into one another and inspiring and uplifting one another. So your darkness, There's no separation. The hell that you hold is in your head and in your heart. And it's because you have blocked your heart and you have chosen hate and separation over love and connection. You have chosen fear and worry over expansion and freedom. You have chosen judgment and self-doubt, self-criticism over exuding light and truth and unwavering faith. And so I just humbly ask that you receive this message and love yourself. Love yourself. Love thy neighbors as thyself. But what we don't remember is that if we don't love ourselves, we can't love our neighbors. So love yourself until your cup overflows, and then it becomes very, very simple and easy to love everyone because you see them in beauty, you see them in life, and you see them in love. Wow, so I'm going to bring this one to a close. I love you very, very much. It's an honor. I know I said it before. I am Jennifer Rene. This is Within by Jen, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.